Hi guys, I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you about a couple of games which you can play with your little one, which are very fun, engaging, and the best part about these games, इसकी कोई resources नहीं चाहिए, कहीं भी आप ये games खेल सकते हो. आप पिकनिक में जा रहे हो, बस में बैठे हो, गाड़ी में बैठे हो, कहीं लॉन्ग ड्राइव पे जा रहे हो, बच्चा परेशान कर रहा है, तो ये games आप अपने बच्चों के साथ खेल सकते हो. काफ़ी fun है, and the very basic idea behind doing this video is that I feel in parenting it is very necessary to have really nice, good, happy moments with your children. Number one, it adds to your memories, right? And number two, it's very important for the emotional well-being of the child. So emotionally बच्चा बहुत strong होता है अगर आप as a parent काफ़ी अच्छी games और काफ़ी अच्छा time spend करें अपने बच्चों के साथ. So let's look into all these games. The games that I've recommended, do subscribe to my channel and also recommend it to your friends and relatives who have smaller kids. Now game number one is auditory closure of rhymes or songs. In this, what you have to do is that you have to sing part of the rhyme and then wait for the child to finish it. Now let's say, for example, twinkle twinkle, and the child says, little star, how I wonder what you are. So this game is specifically very important for language development of the children. If your child is struggling with certain words or certain pronunciation of certain syllables, you can use this game in that particular instance as well. And with older kids, you can obviously do it with some songs that the child likes. So this turns out to be a pretty fun game. Now the second game that I'll recommend is hum the song or hum the rhyme. Now it's a very interesting game in which you hum a rhyme and then wait for the child to guess the sequence in the mind and then tell the rhyme. Now let's say, for example, and the child guesses twinkle twinkle little star. Let's do another rhyme. Were you able to guess this rhyme? Oh yes, it's Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. So that's a good game. Now I'll give you one more song. You can play this game with songs when it comes to older kids and wait for them to guess it. I'll give you a song, I'll hum it, and then if you're able to guess the song, do write in the comment section what the song is all about. Now here it's a Hindi film song and I hope that you're able to guess it. So let's hope that you guys are able to guess this song. Do write in the comment section. So it's pretty fun. Now the third game that you can play with your little one is spot the letter. Now wherever you're sitting, you probably might be sitting with a packet of chips, or let's say probably with a packet of cornflakes here. You take the packet and you tell the child to guess if the particular pack has the letter K or the letter A if you want to reinforce phonic sounds. So game ki game ho gayi aur padhai ki padhai ho gayi. And then you can even read the labels and ask him to read the fine print, guess the letters in the fine print. So, games like this, what happens is that it just conveys to the child that when it comes to reading, writing, letters, phonic sounds, it is not something that is only done through books. Over a period of time when you play games like this, you will realize that child will start observing these words at various places on, things around. Let's say there is a signage there is a logo somewhere. So we'll start observing these words, and which is something very good, It also builds on a child's sense of observation. So that's a very interesting game. Now the fourth game that I want to tell you is something very cute. It is known as Guess the Sound. Now on YouTube, there are lots of videos that you will find wherein, you will have sounds of various animals or probably things like ambulance ka siren hai, clapping sound, baby sound. So there are various videos you can play to your child and the child can guess, oh, this is that song, this is that song. But I did something very interesting with my kids. Now what I did was that I called up all my family members, my parents, their nanu, nani, their mamu, chachu. I called all of them and I asked them to send over a WhatsApp audio, WhatsApp message saying, I love you dear, I hope you're doing well, guess who am I? So ये 3 lines करके मैंने सबको बोला कि आप अपनी अपनी आवाज़ में रिकॉर्ड करके भेजो. So they all sent it on my phone and then I played it to my child. And he was so excited to guess, oh mama, ये तो इसकी आवाज़ है, और mama ये तो इसका sound है, ये तो इसका आवाज़ है, ये तो नानू है, ये तो नानी है. And we will be very surprised to know that he used to sit with the phone every day in the morning and then hear to what they had to say and guess their names. So this was something very sweet, and subsequently, it so happened that we actually now don't send text messages to each other. We are just sending audio messages to each other, which my child also finds it very interesting, and obviously it's much more easier. Audio message is much more easier to record and send. So that's a very interesting game that we did. Now the fifth interesting game that you can play with your child is letter scavenger hunt. In this, what you have to do, peacefully अपने living room में बैठ जाइए and now tell your child, go get a thing that begins with the sound A or with the letter A. Now go get a thing that begins with the letter B. So if the child is smaller, he will go and he'll get it. Now older kids, what you could do is that you could tell them, why don't you get something which has the letter A as part of its spell, or letter F as part of its spell. So they will go around figuring out what each of the thing is known as, and then figure out whether F fits in there, E fits in there. So kids 5-6 years of age, 4 to 6 years of age, this kind of variation in the game comes out pretty well. And as I told you, for younger ones, you can always say, go get me something that begins with letter A, or go get me something that begins with letter G, H. So this way you can have so many of these games that you can just play peacefully with your little one, have a very, very good time. And I hope you like all my suggestions. Do let me know in the comment section whether you played these games with your little one, whether they enjoyed it or not. I would be so glad to hear from you. I hope you have a good time playing these games with your children. Take care, and I'll see you next time.